Ladies of Toronto, and we are talking about, as I said, numbers, promiscuity, how much is too much, do we tell our partners? What's the deal? The numbers of sexual partners.
I mean, again, it's all about your relationship with who you are with. It's all about the communication you all have with each other. If you're in a relationship and then they ask, how many people have you slept with? Like,
have you lied? Has anyone here lied?
Yeah.
I have too.
I have.
Of course I have. Yes, I've lied.
Yeah, we've all lied.
Mm-hmm.
You know? So does it even matter why ask? You're probably not even getting the truth.
Yeah.
Which is true.
I don't think a lot of people even know, like, for sure, an exact number.
Well, that too. That too.
I guess if they're way up there.
No, maybe they just forgot about him.
Which is true.
He could have been in a...
I haven't forgotten about anyone.
You said you had a half, so some people forget the halves.
Half means like a blowjob or getting head, like other foreplay, like but not intercourse. That's what I meant by half. Like
okay.
I fooled around with that person.
I want to hear more from Mr. Edmonton.
He asked me a question and
I
I'm
want to hear more
responding.
from him. He's here from Edmonton, and I feel like...
He's asking a question?
Yeah, I did ask a question.
Well, what do you have to say about it? What's your answer?
To
the question that you asked her. That we're asking you right now.
He was asking me what I meant by a half.
Okay.
Okay, that's all I asked was the half thing.
Are you promiscuous?
Am I promiscuous? I would say in my life, I guess yes, I have been.
Okay.
I've been in 2 serious relationships, and I would say one of them I was very, very serious, and I was totally done with being promiscuous. And the rest of the time, yeah, I've been pretty promiscuous.
So since that relationship, has that changed you, or have you... What I'm saying is, okay, you were in a relationship, it limited your promiscuity, but then you're no longer in that relationship.
Yeah.
So did that change? Did that conserve you more, or did that still?
Yeah, it has conserved me more. It's not the same, obviously, right?
Yeah.
It's just not the same. You can't. It's hard to bring that back the way you were before that relationship if you were very serious, and then to go back into being promiscuous again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Interesting.
What, me?
Yeah, you want to know more about
Well, I feel like
Edmonton
it's come
men.
all the way from Edmonton.
Yeah, so
did.
keep firing out those questions, Gab.
You can fire out. I answer anything. I'm very honest and blunt, so go ahead.
Good. So, would you be in a relationship with? Are you
Someone
okay
with a
with
lot of
casual sex?
Am I okay with it?
I guess that's the same thing as promiscuity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
the same
what it
thing.
is.
Would you be in a relationship, a casual relationship with a woman, just based on sex?
Yes.
Of course.
I think a lot of men would. A lot of women too. And I think to each his own. Whatever fits what you're doing. A lot of people want to judge other people on what they do. Personally, I don't do that. If they're happy, I'm happy for them, and then however they're doing it. Because a lot of us can't even be happy with the way it's supposed to be. You know what I mean?
Right.
True.
So.
Very true.
Well, we are talking about the number and lying about the number and so forth. So we all disclose that we've all lied at one point or another.
Yes.
Which is not surprising,
Oh, you guys
really.
all lied?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not telling her.
I didn't answer.
I thought you said yeah.
I didn't really answer the question. Have you lied? Instead of lying, I don't answer questions. A lot of people know me for that. I just won't
that's
answer.
like me.
Because I tell the truth all the time, so it's going to screw me up. It's going to screw me over if I tell this one lie.
I am the exact same way.
Goodness.
I noticed that you did that already here. Since we've been talking about it, I asked something and you didn't answer me. But you said it was when you said I usually say I've been having sex since I was 18.
Yes.
But you never answered my specific question at the time, and I acknowledge your maneuvering. But I said, you know what? Let me just be a good host. It's the first time you're here. You're all the way from Edmonton. I don't want to draw you out like that because I can get in.
Yeah, she could dagger.
Dig like a fork.
But I did observe it. Well, you know what? That's pretty much it. So now you are in a place where you are having a conversation, and that number is that conversation comes up. So you're saying you just don't answer. We're saying we lied.
No, I don't answer either.
You fully said you lied.
I said I've lied about the number,
Okay.
but
You don't always lie.
I'm very honest as well, and I rather not answer to avoid lying.
So do you go in and ask, and this is open to anyone and everyone, like, what does it matter to you? What's our fear of sharing it? Let me pose this question.
Judgment.
Yeah.
Judgment,
But what
losing-
specifically?
Losing that person. Maybe you like that person and you don't want to jeopardize this relationship.
Yeah.
So the
especially if
fear-
numbers matter to that person.
That too.
So the fear is, if I tell them that I've slept with X amount of people, and in their eyes that's a lot, they might not want to be with me anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want my view to change of them. Like, if I think this woman's great, I don't want her number to mess with the view I have of her, and it shouldn't. But it probably will, because we're human, right?
It's so interesting that we're all saying this, but then at the same time, everybody said, "Well, what? It doesn't matter." But yet everybody.
No, it doesn't matter. That's why we don't ask.
It doesn't matter if you don't know, and I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Okay, but my point is, if it matters what they might think about you, isn't that what matters? Like, wouldn't you want that person to know, if you think that there's that window of they don't know that about you, that might change. Like, that is who you are. So if you don't share it, fine, I get it. But wouldn't you want to know how your partner views who you actually are, or what
but I
you've
don't think-
actually done?
Absolutely, but I don't think your past sexual experiences or relationships play a big role.
They might, whether it plays a big role to you or not. I'm simply saying, I'm dating you, Breezy.
Okay.
You just said the number 20 would be like, 20 and plus, you'd be like, whoa. When we first started, you said 20 would be like the whoa number for you.
Yeah.
We're in a relationship. I don't know that 20 is the whoa number for you.
Mm-hmm.
It comes up in a conversation,
Mm-hmm.
right? And I say, I've been with about 30 people.
Yeah.
And that's a whoa for you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you feel like that's important for two people in a relationship
Absolutely.
to now have this conversation?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if it's alarming,
But why is it alarming to him? And that's how I get to know him. And maybe there's a reason behind it. Or maybe his idea or perception with that number could be altered or changed by this experience. So it's like, why are we hiding from it?
True.
But this, I don't know. For person, this is stuff I don't want to know. What I want to, if the things I may want to know that a woman probably is going to tell me is about their past relationship and the issues they've had in their past
Experience.
relationships.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to know about them. I don't really want to know you sexually yet. You know what I mean? I want to know about you, the things you went through, how you handled situations with that other person.
Do you guys judge your sexual partner's number by their performance? So if they can slam like a star, do you think like, yo,
this guy must
how
be
many girls have you been slamming, yo? That's Scarborough talk. Yo.
Scarborough talk.
slamming.
Wow. Scarborough Tucks. Slamming down the place.
No one has a response here?
I guess, I mean, if it's good and you find that the sexual experience is good, it doesn't.
It doesn't.
Well, if they tell you like,
Does it come to your mind when you're taking it and you're like, my God, this is great?
yeah,
Whether, maybe not during, because if it's great, you're not thinking about that at that time. But after it's done and you're like, man, that was so good. Do you think to yourself, how did he know how to twirl like that? Like, how did he
to
know?
move? I don't think I think about like the numbers or anything. I mean, I don't think I look at or like how many sexual partners he's had as to how good he is in bed with me. You know,
Because it could be on the flip.
yeah,
Because maybe he's not that good, but he's very promiscuous. And like G was saying, it could be that insecurity. Like, I get a lot of attention from women, and I like to sleep with them to boost his confidence.
Okay, but so it brings it up. And I know we have to go, but I also want to say, just on the flip side, before we leave, people might lie, or men might lie, or women might lie about how many people they've been with. In the same regard, they might kind of tell you in advance, like, hey, like, I haven't really been with that many people, so I don't, maybe I'm not as experienced as you expect.
I just, honestly, through experience, I don't think the number matters at all, to tell you the truth. Like, you think someone has a high number is going to be great. I've been with a certain person, I could say it because people know I don't care. I've been a certain person that hasn't really been with almost anybody, and it was great. And compared to people I know that's been with a lot of people,
Right.
and it was not so great.
Yeah, but people think that way.
Well, think that way
Yeah.
until you're actually in it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a great topic.
It was.
I meant in the situation, not in it, but yeah.
Well, thank you so much for coming, Breezy. We really appreciate it. I know this was an uncomfortable topic somewhat for
Oh, no,
us.
I got comfortable, so.
Good. And we're so happy that you came and you visited
All
us
the way
from
from
Edmonton.
Mhm.
Go on YouTube, check out Breezy Town TV. Breezy
That's
TV
right.
Town.
Breezy TV.
Breezy TV Town. And check out his videos. And you know what? That's it. How many numbers? What's your status?
What's your status?
What's your status?
See y'all later. Real Single Ladies of Toronto. Peace out.
Deuces.
Later.
Bye.
I love how you did already answer the last question. Like your eyes were closed.
No.
You were so into the question. You're like, okay.
Yeah, that was good.